Hey guys, Diesel Jerry here again. This is a replacement of a PSS bellows and O-rings. So basically the basic service you're supposed to do to these every 5 years. Unfortunately, I forgot to take pictures of the before, so you're only getting the aftermath. Sorry, I'm gonna try to stay on top of that. I think I try to say that every year. Anyway, so what we have is the kit comes with new hose clamps and the PSS bellows, and comes with the O-rings that go inside of here. Real simple, easy kit. For the recreational boats, this is my go-to. I really like the setup. For anything that's going to get more hours or commercial use, I would go with the R.E. Thomas dripless instead, just because it's more robust and a little bit more serviceable as the fact that you have packing in there rather than these O-rings. The other thing I encountered with this project, and this isn't the first time, did another boat a couple years ago that had these same type style couplings, is taper coupling. The shaft is tapered with a keyway on the coupling end, and what it has is the coupling slides over this. There's a retainer bolt that goes into the end. The end of the shaft is, I can't really see it. There you go. The end of the shaft is threaded, or has a hole with a threaded hole in it. There's a retainer bolt, which you guys will see in some pictures of my post too. When I saw this, it made me think of calling R.E. Thomas. Texted him this morning, asking why, what's the advantage here. One advantage I found is if this assembly is done correctly, it's easier to take apart. You just need a puller, a little bit of heat, comes undone. And when he texted me back, he was saying one of the advantages is it's more aligned. When you have a split coupling or a regular coupling, you gotta beat the coupling off the shaft. You gotta press it back on. That can cause some misalignment. This, where there's taper, is a much more truer alignment because there's less beating, less pounding, makes for a much better install. In this case, there's a lot of fiberglass dust between the taper and the coupling. So what I ended up having to do is using a lot of force, which, I mean, my body weight on a 4-foot breaker bar, on a puller, using heat, and I plumbed. I took a hose, connected that, and had ice water going into it to keep the shaft cool, the coupling warm, and eventually it popped. But it was quite the struggle. So that's that side. I haven't put the coupling on yet. And on this side, I've got the coupling and the dripless and stuff just barely on there. I've got it. Basically what I do in this situation is get all the pieces on and loose, and then get everything into place and tightened where it's supposed to be. Set the preload on the bellows and stuff like that. I initial and date everything as I put it together. It's, like I said, the bellows need to be changed, or the PSS needs to be serviced every 5 years. And if the boat gets sold, goes somewhere else, they don't have our maintenance records here at the yard. This is the way someone can look and say, oh, this was just done. It's a selling point if the boat goes for sale. It's a rest assured point for the boat owner, like, oh, wow, this guy put his initials and dated it. So, it's one of the things I always do whenever I do something. I put initials on it, show I did it. Something my old man told me, if something's worth doing, it's worth putting your name on. So, also the coupling. People say, geez, how long has it been since you got that coupling off? Well, they're freshly painted. I used the not Rustlock, hate Rustlock. I used Osfo. I used Krylon primer and Krylon black. And I think I'm gonna post a picture of that too. So that's it for this project. I'll take a picture after it's all said and done, but you can find these taper couplings at R.E. Thomas. He's definitely my go-to guy for when it comes to hardware like that. And I'll tag him on this thread, so if he wants to add some more, that'll be good. All right, guys. Merry Christmas. Happy holidays. See ya.